All right, everybody, we're going to be doing the Paranormal Paparazzi Challenge on our PS5 account so we can get some more levels up, and I get to show you how to do it on console, right? Because the console is completely different. Good news is we have access to some upgraded equipment. Bad news, we don't have EMF 5 and we don't have thermometers, but good news, if you know how to read EMF 5 on the activity chart, you're going to have a grand old time anyways. So, you may notice something a little bit different about this amazing video, and that is that we do have a ghost list right up here at the top. So I've decided to add this to my videos. It might make it a little bit easier to keep up with things and to keep track of things. So let me know your thoughts on it. If you like it, if you don't like it, if you think it's garbage, whichever it is, that's perfectly fine, perfectly understandable. I get it. Let's see what we have though. So my guess is that this is going to be on intermediate because we have a 2-minute setup timer. We do have snow, which kind of sucks. So breaker, I think it was on the second floor. I can't remember if I looked at it on this, but I did look at it beforehand. Make sure everything was good set up. So I don't see orbs down there. I don't know if the cursed object, and it is off. So let's turn that on so everything gets to normal temps. So I don't know if we have a cursed object, if it's always the same, if it's random. I think we do have a cursed object. I just don't know what it might be dead set as. It would kind of make sense if it was something like the music box. Because, I mean, you could take a photo with it, or I guess the summoning circle, you know? I'm just kind of looking for orbs, though. I think I'm just going to look for orbs first. Again, I like to start with this setup. I think we still have to wait for the house to warm up before I trust that breath, but I'm just going to keep that in mind. Again, this is my recommended setup. I like to look for orbs because 11 of the 24 ghosts have orbs, so chances are high you will see the orbs. And if you see the orbs, you will know exactly where the ghost room is, because orbs do not roam with the ghost. They are only in the ghost room. So, we do have the monkey paw. I'm not sure if it's forced monkey paw or not. I was watching some people play the challenge this morning, and it seemed like they were always getting monkey paws, so I guess it's a possibility. Maybe. We'll find out, though. We'll find out. Why am I getting caught on everything? Okay. People I've read online said they had a lot of issues on PS5 with crashing in Point Hope. One fix they did was to turn graphical settings to performance mode instead of balanced. I did that because I don't want to see this mess up. That would be kind of annoying. We have orbs! We have all these orbs! No, this room is going to be kind of cold in general. Thing with Point Hope, if you are trying this map, you're going to lose way more sanity than you think. Way more sanity than you think. We're not turning on any lights anyway, so we're probably... I don't know if we get sanity pills for this. I hope we do. We can double check the bathroom to see if that's where it is, because if we still see our breath there, then we should know that it's going to be the ghost room. So, let's see. Do not see orbs. I'm pretty sure our breath was just because it wasn't warmed up enough yet. I thought I might have started with a spirit box, but I think I switched it out for the writing book because I was not sure. I just wanted to find the ghost room, set it down, and then go. We could obviously wish to trap the ghost with the paramite, no, with the paramite, with the monkey paw, and it would tell you where the ghost room is. The ghost would hunt after that. Not a bad idea, but it's kind of scary when you don't quite know where the ghost room is. We did not check the bathroom. Did not check the bathroom. The bathroom can be a ghost room. Downstairs on Point Hope, it can be 3 different ghost rooms. So we do just have to keep that in mind. We're probably good to go ahead and our stuff. So I think what I may do, let's go check for orbs right quick and bring some stuff back in. Not orbs, our sanity. I need to know what our sanity is. So it could be kind of spooky. Could be kind of spooky. Let's see here. So we got a 4 spike. That is very interesting, very intriguing. 4 in and of itself does not necessarily mean EMF 5. 4 of itself does not mean EMF 5. So we're at 86%. So we're not too bad, actually. We don't have sanity. So, yeah, good thing. So that's something we definitely have to be careful of. Ghost photo. Should we get the ghost photo for the Paranormal Paparazzi? It just seems to make sense, right? but I don't think we will. But the 4 could possibly be EMF 5, and if we see it, you know, I'll go through it. Essentially, what you want to look for 100% confirmation is just like a 5 spike on the chart with nobody in the ghost room or nobody in the house, so you know it's not from a ghost event or a hunt. It could be a poltergeist ability, but hopefully we can narrow that down. So we have another 4 spike there. 4 spikes like that. It's very intriguing to see it happen a bit, but it does not mean EMF 5 in and of itself. I'm going to go just try to take some of these items to the front. We can go from there. So let's go check it out. I think I'm just going to stick with the same setup I started. It did turn off the breaker, right? Yeah, because I cannot see that. So good thing is with my nice fancy new ghost setup here now, right? I know that we can officially rule out a djinn. See? Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I hope that this is useful for you all. Again, let me know. But I figured something like that where you guys can actually see it on screen instead of me having to, like, you know, open up my journal tab and go in here and say, okay, now this is what we have left. It might just be easier to see on screen. But that is useful for knowing we can rule out a djinn. I'm going to go ahead, drop the rest of our stuff. It may get eaten in the floor. That is a real possibility. What did I have the first time? I had UV. I think I'm going to try Spirit Box if we find the room. So I would like to try to get it turned on before we lose the ability to see our breath to determine the ghost room again. Because with it being cold outside, when it's snowing outside, you'll see your breath through the whole house, and we do not want that. We do not want that. I want to be able to use my breath to look for the ghost room. So again, that's one way to find the ghost room, because we're not getting it. We don't have an EMF reader. We don't see orbs anywhere. It looks like this may be it. I do see my breath. Do we have UV anywhere? It is pretty cool. You can get UV on the cigar box, by the way. This cigar box right here. You can get UV on that. So just keep that in mind. Just keep that in mind. Let's see. Are we going to get spirit box anywhere? Again, I'm not 100% sure that this is the ghost room. It just seems kind of sus. I haven't heard anything that dictate that it is. Some might ask how I know where I'm going in the dark, and there's really one way. I just guess. I play this game too much, actually. Obviously, I do not do this. Hug walls. Hug walls. You can see it be brighter. It used to be you could crouch and look at the ground and see it a bit more than standing up, which is still kind of that way. Like right now, it's darkness, but if you have ever so slightly little bit of light. And one of the biggest questions I get, which is really shocking to me, is how many people ask, "Why do I crouch all the time?" I like to respond, why wouldn't you want to crouch, right? Like, it's so much easier to pick up items off the ground. Like this, like I can just do that. But if I'm like all the way up here, like, look, I can't get it. I can't get it from right here, though. I can crouch and get it. So to place items, pick it up off the ground, do all that. Like, the only thing that's useful for standing up would be to turn on light switches. But even then, you know, you can do that from the ground, too. View the world from a different place, right? View the world from a different place. Let's see, what else was there? I'm about to say, where's my dots pen? Did it get eaten? Did it get eaten? It did not get eaten, or at least it does not look like it got eaten yet. So I don't see my breath anywhere else in the house, so I do think that the dining room, I call it the wine cellar, because, I mean, that's a lot of wine. Hopefully they got some good wine. Hopefully they got some good wine. Did we get salt? I don't know if we get salt or not. That's the one thing that kind of sucks about this Point Hope is, you know, there is some interesting places to get UV, but if they don't choose to interact there, it might be kind of hard. Do we still see our breath here is the question. Do we still see our breath here? I don't know, actually. I don't think so. Could you possibly change rooms? Did we turn on that light? I don't remember turning on this light. I don't remember turning on that light. Not gonna lie. Maybe it changed rooms. No, well, if we're on intermediate, it can't change rooms. But I really don't remember it changing. Switching that light on. If that's the case, then we can officially rule out a mare because mares cannot turn on lights. So I'll go ahead and do that because I do not remember turning on that light. Okay. I think it just did something. I wish I would know what. It sounded like it. Did you open the gate over here or something? Can that leave UV? I would hope that it would. I don't see UV. If that's the case, like if it's doing that, we can probably rule out a shade. We can probably rule out a shade based on that. So let's see. So we know the ghost is over here, or at least it was. It's probably roaming around, but we can try spirit box. It just threw something. See, I don't know if it can actually like leave UV there. Okay. Cool deal. Cool deal. So we do have spirit box, which of course with my nice thing here, all I gotta do is just hit spirit box and it will get rid of everything that doesn't have spirit box. So there you go. Let's see. We did not have orbs though, right? Did not have orbs. Which if we don't have orbs, that means that we can rule out a mimic. So the spirit box would be real. Oh. We know what that means. Technically with spirit box, we've already ruled out an Oni anyways. But as long as I get in the habit, you get in the habit of doing that. Seeing that mist ball come towards you is a great way to do that. Alrighty, let's see. So if we don't have orbs, I can actually eliminate the orbs there. And that'll eliminate every ghost that doesn't have orbs for us. So if you are finding that hard to go along with, we do have spirit box, no orbs. I'm willing to say no UV. I do that way too much because that's how it is on computer. I will run. I will run. So how do you get away on Point Hope? It's very simple. Very simple. You just want to run downstairs. Now I'm gonna get a good look at it because I'm crazy and insane, obviously. There was a hunt, right? Yeah, it's hunting. It's not coming down here though. Like it would be cool to see it walk down the steps because it could be a phantom still. We are in a hunting range. So how early was that hunt? It's probably gonna be normal, honestly. Wow, I did the exact same thing I did last time. Let me down, please. Okay, well, let's see. From that, we do know at least. Let's take a look at this, but it's not a Dio. I do know that. Yeah, see, we're well underranged. Anyways, Dio would have found it. So I'm gonna find where my button is for it. So there we go. So rule out a Dio. Do we have salt? We don't have salt to do a wraith. I really don't feel like it's a wraith. Maybe? It just depends, right? Like when we saw our breath down there, it can roam on intermediate. It can change rooms on intermediate. So if you are playing intermediate, ghosts cannot change ghost rooms. I thought they could on intermediate, but they do not. So if the ghost did change ghost rooms, could be it. Now it's gonna be really hard to get UV then. Out of what we have left, we have no smudgies to do a spirit test, but spirit we should still see. Do we see EMF 5 at all on here? There we go. Okay, so we know that we can go ahead and we can rule in EMF 5 because what you see is a 5 spike on the chart, just like that. Nobody in the house. Can't be a Pulte. Well, can it be a Pulte? It could. I guess it could still be a Pulte in a way. But I would be kind of shocked if it was a Pulte. I would be kind of shocked. I mean, like, I'm fairly certain we're not going to have UV, which none of these ghosts have UV. So that is a possibility. So we're looking at Spirit Wraith or the twins. And that's going to be kind of interesting. So Spirit would be ghost riding. Hopefully we have that. Wraith would be dots, which I don't know if we're going to be able to get. I think the key might just be listening for the hunt. Okay. Ghost rating, EMF 5, so it would be a spirit. That ghost was, of course, a spirit. So let's move on to game 2. This is last time there in the kitchen, so let's see here. Let's go ahead, turn that on. We do have a 2-minute timer. It is snowing again, so let's see what I may do. See, it's sometimes not a bad idea just to go in, turn on the breaker, and like go back out, get some of your items, put it by the door, let the house warm up, let the ghost room stay cool. Or that happens. Okay, so you are right there. So that's good. That's good. That's good to know. No, it could be right there, or it's going to be a roamer or a stalker. Let's try spirit box. I'm not sure exactly what it like interacted with. Is like the only thing. So I'm not sure quite of the range. Like we could use a motion sensor and then retry the spirit box test here. I'm just gonna. Okay, see that, and that's where you kind of want to know where it is before you get it. Slips away. What a sad. What a slad. Slips away. Spirit box. It's a mare because it just turned on the light and then turned it back off. Actually, it cannot be a mare. So that's good to know. Go ahead, rule that out again. Always nice to get that out the way. I don't think it was going to be a mare anyways, because I don't think we have... Now, actually, if it turns you on, you should have UV on it, right? Did you turn on the lamp, or did you turn on the light switch? Where's my light switches at? There they are. Okay. Okay, don't see any UV. I'm pretty safe. It's just, what I'm trying to say, if this is another spirit, good lord. Because I don't see orbs anywhere. Like, at all. I don't see orbs. The orbs would be in that room, because that, like, has to be the ghost room. Now we do have, I mean, I guess if you want to be really careful, which I do see our breath, so I'm pretty sure this is the ghost room, but it could still be like a roamer or a stalker. So if we're saying like orbs or spirit box with no ghost orbs, like that's just going to eliminate a few things, but I really feel like we would have seen the orbs by now. Oh, hey, the bone's right there. Cool. So there's nothing on the activity chart that would make us think EMF 5 or anything suspicious going on. If we do rule out UV, that would just rule out Pulte and Phantom out of what we have left, which, you know, could be possible. I did grab a book. We can go ahead and put it in. Did you turn off the breaker? You had to have, because... No. What in the world? Okay. Did you just turn off the lights? Don't know. Okay. Dots are going to be kind of a pain to see. We do have a 6 on the activity chart. That's kind of weird. Huh. I guess it could be a Pulte. I don't think we had a ghost event. I'm pretty certain we did not have a ghost event. Like, typically if you get EMF 5, it's usually going to be EMF 5, but it could potentially go to 6. Which rate is it? Are you, like, over here somewhere? Huh. Was that? I don't think that was dots. I was kind of sus, though. This Moroi is still an option, but I would be kind of surprised if it was a Moroi. Not a ghost event, or... Okay, so I think we're pretty safe to say that it's not going to be UV. So again, we just rule out Pulte and Phantom, so we still... Spirit, Wraith, Demon, Twins. Part of me wonders if it's a Wraith, though. Part of me wonders if it's a Wraith. Like, I mean, if it's EMF5, it would be Spirit, Wraith, or the Twins. I guess the ghost events drained our sanity, because I'm like, our sanity should still be fairly high. I was trying to decide if that sounded like normal speed or not. Because it kind of sounded a little bit faster to me. Trying to think. I really think that that's the Twins. It did just close the book. I really feel like that's a little bit faster. I heard the book close, which means it's not going to be ghostwriting, which would officially rule out the spirit. So it would be. I did the wrong damn thing here. Okay, so it's not. So we ruled out spirit. Then I think it's going to be the Twins based on the footstep speed. So did we get it right? Let's see. All right, so we were right. It was a little bit faster. That's what I kind of figured from listening to it. Why footstep speed is so important and why and harp on it all the time. All right, let's finish this at 3 for 3, shall we? All right, so the breaker is going to be as soon as we walk in, so that's a good thing. We finally got cooperative weather where it's nice and bright and sunny. So now, let's see what we can do. Okay, we did not check this bathroom for orbs, so let's just go ahead and do that. So it might be, I mean, like it's kind of a good idea to let it cool down some, because it is going to be pretty warm with the sunrise weather there. So I do like to look for orbs first, like I harp on all the time, and it brings me joy to see people starting with the video camera and use my strategy trademark. I'm the first one that ever did that, came up with that idea, obviously. See, it was kind of funny because for the longest, I would start with EMF reader. Okay. See if you're new here. EMF reader, photo cam, and flashlight. Like that used to be like the best items to start with. So it just knocked something in here. So if we get Spirit Box, it should be here. I'm going to go ahead and check off orbs. I do not eliminate orbs by doing that, by the way. I still have Mimic checked up for that. Even though the game doesn't. Like, we still got to make sure it's not a Mimic. We still got to make sure it's not a Mimic. So let's see. Oh! We do have UV, so... very well, what still could be a Mimic, I guess, but I don't know. Like, I really don't feel like we're gonna have Spirit Box. I really don't feel like we're gonna have Spirit Box there. Did cut off the breaker. I think I might just keep it off, honestly. Because if we can see the breath or something, like it might be... Like I'm kind of leaning toward onto here. Just as I say that, I was like, well, we don't really have a lot of singing ghost events. Oh, wait a minute. And if we die, like, it doesn't matter for the weekly. You'll still get the credit as long as you get the ghost right. Like, that's all that you need. Yeah, it's an Oni. Not an Oni, a Hauntu.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Got our first Hauntu discovered there. Let's go. Let's go. Weekly challenge mode. We're going to be getting some nice, awesome, wonderful levels here. I'm not going to go through all that. Which one did we get to? 24. With Tier 2 Ghost Writing Book. If you want to see us take on last week's weekly challenge, which was the slow and steady challenge, kind of a tedious one, but a lot of fun either way, click or tap the screen now. Thank you all so much for all the extra support to the channel members and the Twitch subscribers. I really appreciate you all. Happy hunting, everybody, and I'll see you in the previous weekly.